This is the Pull Up with Jacina Love, and we're in Brooklyn. Taste of heaven for all my Caribbean people, soulful people. We're putting up on Ted Smooth today, and of course, once I heard he was in Brooklyn to eat, I'm like, all right, I got you. Let's do another video.
Oh. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up?
Oh my.
You beat all that traffic?
No, you beat all that traffic.
Yeah, I was there.
Hello, Brooklyn.
I left Harlem. I left Harlem at 4. I'm smart. Yo, you want to sit down? Pull a chair.
I want to know what you're eating.
We
I need to get me the person that's in charge of this.
Tone's back there. I'm at Taste of Heaven in Brooklyn. They don't know this, but I literally rented out this space. It's like I own
Nobody
this.
sits here. Nobody sits.
They don't know it yet, but I put the money up. I'm ready.
I'm like, you better not mess up those archives.
Jack Daniel ribs. It's ridiculous. I told Jacina that you don't know, but I went behind your back. I paid for this spot right here. I own this little spot.
Okay.
Put the money down. It'll get in your account in a week.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. This is Tone. Family, they in here. This is Taste of Heaven. Tone, man. Let's talk to the people, man. This is gonna be all over. Let them know what the vibe is over here, what it's about.
Well, I appreciate, Ted Smooth bringing the camera crew over here.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Seeing the whole thing, yeah.
And it's this is my community for so many years. I've been here for close to 50 years.
Give or take.
It's like his family now. You knock on the window when you come in. The lines around the corner. We all know that
congratulations for all that
Keith Lee came up in here
and
causing all this confusions, you know what I mean? And now Ted trying to get in the back door, he knocking on the door.
The back door, because come on. You know why today was a great day? Well, I got a parking spot right outside.
Okay.
You know there ain't no parking spot out here. And about the thing out, thing is clean, it's sitting right there nice. I'm like, oh, this is another picture. I'm gonna go out there and take a picture.
That's what I'm talking about.
Listen, man, Taste of Heaven BK. Follow them on Instagram. And y'all come out here. Just look at the plates. This is just like a sample. This is a sample session.
You can't brag about the taste if Ted was never in the place.
Oh man, now he got bars. Now he got bars for y'all.
Love you, Ted.
Yo, love y'all.
Thank you very much.
So much.
All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to hold the weight down. I gotta once a week.
No. Tonight,
This is crazy.
Let's go.
Shout out to Joe Crack. We're gonna tear something down tonight. I'm outside. I'm outside. Talk about food and remixes. You gotta do a walk around. It takes me to Taste of Heaven, baby. Going down. What we doing?
Let's go. Jacina Love, the Pull Up, Lavish Live. We are here with the Remix King.
You remember?
Okay, Ted Smooth, straight face.
Oh,
How are you? Yo, the last time I interviewed you was 2017.
Way back.
Way back. And we've been family since.
Like rocking chairs. You gotta talk to them about how we met.
Oh my goodness.
The infamous Wu-Tang sweater.
That was exactly what it was.
I just making sure.
You were like, you the one with the Wu-Tang sweater? And I was like, Ted Smooth
Right
was
down and I was
telling me
like, wait a minute, I saw you.
And it was at Classic Material. Shouts to Classic Material.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And you were DJing there, and we just been family since, man.
That was great.
So proud of all you've done. I mean, 50 years of hip hop.
Ooh, I tore down some stages this summer.
You went
We talking or what?
great. Let's talk about it, because at the end of the day, there's so much you have. Like, thank you.
You're welcome.
When we talk about 50 years of hip hop, we gotta thank Ted Smooth.
You're welcome.
And the fact that you're still in your light right now, and we're loving you, and all right, let's talk about the stages you hit this summer. Let's talk about how you celebrated.
Apollo Block Party outside in Harlem. That was ridiculous.
Crazy.
We did Harlem Week.
Shout out to my station 94.7 The Block. They locked down the stage. Stephanie Mills. Man, I went crazy. Like
went crazy.
This year, 90s Reggae Fest at the Barclays, 20,000. Smoke.
Oh, God.
All smoke. The people that was there looking at me, this Spanish guy playing this reggae, they was like, they thought they saw a ghost.
Let me tell you, when I met you that time at Classic Material, that's what you were playing. It was a reggae set.
Yeah.
And I walked in like,
tunes.
and you were like,
Yeah,
so.
straight tunes, yeah. So I mean, a lot of people don't know. It's I'm damn near Jamaican because I went to Brooklyn Tech, and I always tell this part of the story because this girl put me on to the rockers. It wasn't even reggae back in the late '80s. Her name is Autumn, and I played varsity basketball. She played varsity basketball, and we all hung out in the section where the basketball players hang out in the lunchroom, and we used to trade tapes. This yellow Walkman days. Yeah, you gotta get your mind right. So we used to trade tapes. She used to give me the tapes with the rockers, and I used to give her the tapes with the hip hop, which was what I was doing. And just before One Blood, this is like rockers. This is like Admiral Bailey, Red Dragon, all that. And I was just hooked. I was like, wow, like. And ever since then, I just started buying them records. So then a couple of years later, when One Blood hit the scene, and then the world got introduced to reggae, I already had like a whole crate. And I was just busting every party down because I had the reggae. And who likes reggae? The girls. So it was like auto lit. And I've just been carrying that on, so now. So I'm really, really about this dancehall life, this reggae life. And
Yes, and I love where it's at right now, right? There's so much with the what's the genre that's coming in? I mean, it's been around, but
Afro beats.
The Afro beats.
You got Amapiano. You got this. Listen, man, it's evolving. It's evolving like like anything else. Like hip hop is evolving. Africa's a pretty big place. So I mean, shout to
and we're loving it.
all of those people. Wiz Kid, Burna Boy, Thames, you can name them, and it's like a factory out there. So I'm just outside, man.
Just living the music.
Whatever's going down.
We take it back to Love on Top is always going to be my favorite. I always got to talk about
a lot of people's favorite is.
I mean, you have a few of my favorites.
Yeah, shout out to Beyonce.
But shout out to Beyonce, the fact that they paid you for that too.
Yeah, man,
You know what I'm
that was
saying?
a great
They
conversation.
kept the check.
Shout out to Ayelet, Miss Ayelet, sat me in the office and gave me a blank piece of paper and said,
Blank check.
"Put it down." We ain't got time for all the stories. I'll come back for part
real.
2.
Seriously.
Because there's stories to all this stuff, and you got Jamie Foxx, Blame It. That played at the Grammys. Like, you got just a lot. Miguel,
We got the Jada.
It's a lot.
VSOP.
Bunch of Jada Kids joints. Right now, it just went viral again. Alicia Myers, I want to thank you with the hot music. That's viral again. There's a lot, currently.
So okay, let's talk about that, right? You're a producer,
Yes.
DJ,
Yes.
in the game. Right now you're on 94.7
The Block.
The Block.
We tearing the city up.
But let's talk about how we went from, I would say, you introducing us to remixes. Like, this is the era of like, we just starting with these mashups. We
I gotta stop you. You can't say mashups because my ears start bleeding.
Right?
Don't say mashups.
Because it's remixes.
Please. Okay. Let's have
Let's clear
have
this.
the conversation.
Let's clear this in. Let's do it.
Let's have a conversation. Listen, a mashup is when you literally mash up two beautiful songs. You're not supposed to mash them up. You're not supposed to take one song that got nothing to do with this song and then take that song and mash them and it's off key. It's just a disaster.
It's mashy.
It's mashy.
It's like when you.
So mashups is just like for people that they just don't care about respecting the foundation of the music. So you just mash it together, however it comes out, don't matter. I don't use that terminology.
Okay.
So blends is my era,
Blends.
the mixtape era, the golden age, where you take an R&B acapella, and and listen, shout to Ron G, shout to Kid Capri, shout to Bruce B, shout to Hollywood. Those are the Star Child recipes. Those are the founding fathers that are blending and all that. And that was usually the first thing you did on a mixtape, because that's how you try to sell your mixtape. So all those mixtapes back in the day, they always kind of started with a blend or freestyle, because you got bad taste. Which tape you gonna buy? You put it in 15 seconds. Okay, you got 15 seconds to sell your tape. So what I did was in '07, right? This is right after Lumi D, right after that whole thing, right? We went worldwide with that, right? Then my daughter was born, right? 3504 and '04, and then I took like 2 years. I didn't stop working, but I stopped going like hard, pause, and so that my daughter could understand that daddy's going to work. I'll see you tomorrow, right? So when she got 2.5, my first record back was No Music, another classic.
And can we say that birthed a whole generation of
Yeah.
subway performers?
Yeah.
Because that's what that's what they're using out there.
Listen, it's a lot. It's a lot because shout to Voice of Harlem, the whole Life Feet movement, the Life Feet movement was happening. It wasn't really called Life Feet because Voice of Harlem coined the term Life Feet. So when he had Chicken Noodle Soup out, I was like, hey, now I know Voice of Harlem since I was like 7. He's my older brother, which is another legendary DJ Double R, which some people know that, some people don't know that. DJ Ray Double R. That's my older brother, my real brother. So they used to play ball as elders. So I know Voice since I was young. And when Chicken Noodle came out, I peeped it. I'm like, fam, you need your own record. This ain't Web gonna go over here. Young B gonna go over there. So I was like, yo, this thing you doing out here, like, come to the studio. Voice didn't know how to record verses. He didn't know how to count bars, nothing. Boom, sat him in the studio. I press, let me show you how God works. I gotta get into the story. This is an exclusive story. This is what happened. Nori, right, my guy, right? Noriega at the time, I had my studio in Queens, and I made a beat. The name of his company was Militainment, right? So I made a beat crafted for Nori, right? Like, I'm gonna do this for Nori Militainment. I'm going in that vibe. So I get the marching, I get the marching shit. I put the mean, right? I give the beat to Nori. He don't like it, right? No problem. I run into Voice. Yo, we gotta do this. I said, listen, I'm gonna send you 5 beats on a CD. We used to go on iTunes and check the boxes out. I didn't uncheck that beat. The name of the beat it says Nori-esque, right? That's the beat. That's the name of the beat. I give him a few days. I say, yo, what beat you want to go with? He like, y'all want to go with number 6. And I'm like, there's only 5. I only send you 5 beats.
You're like, uh-oh.
I wouldn't have picked that beat, right, for Voice of Harlem. I'm like, you bugging. He like, I'm telling you, number 6. I'm like, all right, when we get to the studio, whatever. I play the beat. I'm like, this? I didn't hear it. Boom. I throw him in the booth. I say, yo, just record 3 minutes. Boom. Because that's what he done Chicken Noodle. They press record, and he just went through the record. 1 take. I had him do 4 takes of that. 4 takes. Now, in this 4 takes, he's doing different raps. He's really making it up. He's freestyling. Boom. He comes out, sits down. I start chopping. I take a line from here. I take a line from there. By the time I got to the second verse, he was like, what the, wait a minute. You just created a verse? So what y'all hear is no music. What y'all hear is me taking lines from different tracks and putting them together and making a verse, making a hook. No music. That was the hook. That's what the kids was doing out there in Kingdom. So I'm like, that's a record. I'm hearing this shit every week. I'm like, why nobody making a record out of that? So boom, put the record out, play it the same day or the next day. Out of here. Instant classic to this day. I got girlfriends of mine that teachers. They're teachers. They'll call me random. Yo, this fucking record. The kids don't want to do nothing when they're outside. They don't want to play sports.
Let me tell you.
They're just out there.
Do not give my kids a second. That's the one thing they do on the desks. That's the easiest beat to do. So when we say, we jump into music on it, they're like, all right. So that's the first thing we hear. So let me give you another gem, right? First of all, the beat wasn't for him. Nori turned it down. And then Nori hit me back after the record's out steaming. Yo, why you don't be sending me shit like that? I said, bro. So then I put him on a remix for Puff. So we worked it out. We worked it out. And that's called Bend and Stretch, for those that don't know. We got to kick a pretty old tape, Bend and Stretch. That's some Harlem shit. So the other gem out of it is, I don't even know whether you know this or not. So
My tagline, Ted Smooth, straight face, you remember, it's in No Music. It's in the intro of the record. If you listen back,
Now I'ma have to.
Uno, do, mic check, 1, 2, brand new collaboration. Ted Smooth, straight face, you remember, along with the voice of Harlem, boom, knock, knock. Who is it? It's in the record. And people still like don't figure it out. So what happened was, I didn't, in 07, I did a remix Chris Brown, Without You. With you. I used LL Cool J, I Need Love with the Bridges Over beat. I put it out. I didn't put my name on it and talk over it. Boom. Two weeks later, every DJ, yo, my new shit. I was like, damn, I gotta make a tagline. I gotta do something, right?
Yeah.
Cause I didn't want to talk on record. I'm from the era of DJs don't really play other DJ shit. So I'm like, if I talk on it, they're gonna hate. So I'm like, damn, but I don't want nobody taking credit. So I go and I do my favorite remix out of all the remixes I've ever done, The Dream, I Love Your Girl. If you didn't hear that, we can put this in the edit. That is my favorite remix. Why? We had a tournament at the time, Together We Chill, and our tournament was like a party. And that remix, I'm talking about, that shit played every fucking day. And the way I put it together, I sampled Lollipop and I sped it up, and it's just a dope idea. So that's my favorite of all time. So I do that, and then in that remix, I'm talking. I'm like, whatever. I'm like, Ted Smooth, like I'm kind of like seeing what they say.
Yeah.
Nobody said nothing. I'm like, oh shit, it's working, right?
It.
Because Khaled was talking on everything, and I didn't really want to do that. Boom. 2 years go by, I didn't really hear nothing that I ain't really like, whatever. Jamie Foxx, Blame It comes out. Now, I don't like
classic.
the record. I'm just a quick story. I don't like the record. I don't really care for it. I'm not gonna say who. Somebody at Jive owed me 7 racks for some other band we did, and they was like, they dubbed me. So I'm like, I can't go up there and break shit. So I'm like, I say, y'all promise on my job. I said, the next record I do, the next record they put out, I'm gonna kill it. Right? I'm just gonna stop it. And the way you do that is give a little. So I coded my own record. Coding is what reads when something plays on the radio reads the code in the record. It's a silent code. So what I did, I coded my own record, and when all the DJs started playing my remix, their shit dropped. And they was like, what the fuck? What's this record? And I was like, this. Like, F y'all. Right? So I did Blame It out of spite. And that remix is when I said, Ted Smooth, straight face, you remember? And that's the one that's held,
Wow.
So, and the reason why Voice said it on the record, I was like, why did you just say that? Because at the time there was people hating on me, right? And they was really trying to block me from just a bunch of stuff. And he took offense to that. So he basically was saying to the haters, like, Ted Smooth, straight, like, you remember, like, don't get it fucked up. So that, and that's probably the first time I've said this on camera, because I don't want, whatever. But that's why he said it. He was like, nah, fuck that, man. Niggas ain't on you, whatever. And I'm running around there like, what am I going to say? What am I going to say? What am I going to say? I was like, let me just say that. Because Straight Face is my label. It's tatted on my arm, my baby picture when I was 1. And, you remember. Like, you remember.
Hello, you remember.
Don't get it fucked up.
You remember.
So that's the story.
Wow. So how does it feel to be back on the radio?
Well, this was the first time that I'm officially on the radio. Like, I got a key card. You know what I'm saying? I've been on other stations. I've done guest spots. I've done, shout out to all the DJs that brought me up there, showed me some love. Connecticut, New York.
Yeah.
But it's to the point that when the block reached out, one of the, they thought that I was already on a station because of my relationships and because of the way my remixes play on these stations.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
so I was like,
it was almost like a no-brainer to me.
They reached out to Mr. C like, yo, but I don't know. Mr. C like, nah, he ain't on no station. He said, nah. So he explained it, and then I came and I was like, nah, bro, I get love and I got, I'm respected out here, but I'm not on no station. So the block came like literally at the right time.
Like, honestly, the right time. Fit. It's the perfect.
You don't tell me
You're
nothing.
taking the words right out of my mouth. Literally it's so true.
Could go in there. I mean, if you haven't tuned in yet, I'll be losing my nugget on there.
Okay, so then you just Hip Hop 101 you're dropping because of that, or you dropped
Yo,
November 3rd,
Yeah.
right?
So Hip Hop 101. So that happened because, so I just try to be different on the radio, right? And I try to DJ like I'm at a party or I'm at an event and there's people there, and I'm like, because we in a room.
That's how it always sounds.
Right. So
I
try to interject my personality into the vibe, and it happens all the time. And I just start with whatever record I pick first. I just go from there, and then I'm into it. I'm talking to the people, whatever. So that's the vibe that I'm getting, and it's kind of, the feedback has been great. People are like, yo, like, we really feel like we have one of your jams. So I go all over the place. I'm playing classics, I'm playing 90s, I'm playing South, I'm playing everything. And I did a show with Fat Joe, and we went to Peter Lucas, your spot, right? We go to Peter Lucas to eat, and we there, Rich there, Uncle Dan is there. So Joe like, yo, cause he be calling me, he be with his wife, yo, in Florida, yo, you rocking right now. I was like, yo, all right, cool, let me get back to the, you know what I mean? So he was like, yo, you be going crazy, like, boom, like, I love what you're doing. So then when he says that, Uncle Dan starts singing, what's a dog a donut? Boom, 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 boom. So now we just having this old school conversation, and I'm like, word? I was like, you know what? Yo, this Friday, I'm gonna go into that bag. This is like before, like, the essence of hip hop, like before Run DMC, before, like, what the foundation of all of these beats and stuff. Yo, when I tell you I went crazy, like, I literally put this, and I don't put sets together, I just don't do that. Y'all put it together. Listen, people, y'all gotta go to my website, theremixhub.com. Okay, that's everything Ted Smooth. My whole life is on there. But you could download the mix from that night for free. It's called Hip Hop 101. I ain't gonna say no names. There were DJs that I haven't heard from in who knows how long, that I respected, that are well respected, that they was hitting me while the mix was on. They was like, yo, nah, you gotta send me a copy. Like, you going crazy. So that's why I was like, oh yeah, I know, like, people, everybody be listening. People they don't say it, they don't like your post. The whole world listening.
They're listening.
Trust me, at least when I'm on, they listening. And that's why I go so hard, pause, because I know they listening. They waiting for me to have a little hiccup, and it's not gonna happen. Because it's fire, 10 p.m. party mode.
And
every
what's the
Friday.
relationship with Fat Joe right now? You did everywhere Fat Joe's at. I'm seeing Ted Smooth.
Y'all dropped me off tonight, right? I got a show we cracked tonight. So you gotta understand, in 1992 I did this other legendary place in Upper Manhattan called the Quasimodos. Do your homework, Jacina. I know you know what I'm saying? Quasimodos. Okay, in 92, the only thing happened in New York City was the China Club. And if you was an athlete or somebody, somebody, you couldn't go in there. And they really ain't playing no hip hop and nothing like that. Me and my man Jesse Rage at the time, one of my good friends, his brother-in-law used to own the bar. He sold the bar. Whoever bought the bar, they didn't have their paper together, so it was just open. He was like, yo, my name is off the liquor license. Y'all do what y'all want. So we went to Kinko's. I'm talking about talk. We go to Kinko's, we make these flyers up on a Monday. That shit was unheard of. He had a Toyota MR2, little Google MR2. I mean, this is called like a death car. It's like if we bump something, we're dead. Yo, me and Jesse was driving around, giving them flyers out. It was a Monday night, whatever. Boom, first night, about 30, 40 people came. So Quasimodo's bar had a big wall with a door, and you go into another place with pool tables. By the third week, I paid $600 and brought a construction crew in there to knock the fucking wall down because it was already like this. Monday night, that's where I met Greg Nice. That's where I met Fat Joe. That's where I'm talking about Guru, may rest in peace. This was anybody was at Quasimodo's. Dice game downstairs, no problem. It don't matter if you believe this. We had tell how raw it was. We had a gun check. What am I gonna do? Yo, just leave it right there, fam. Get on the way out. Never a fight, never an argument. I'm talking about this will never happen again.
Wow.
And it was so I'm from that era. You feel me? I lost track of what why I
So
broke
Fat
Quasi
Joe.
Moore.
Fat Joe, the relationship where it started.
So Fat Joe, I met Fat Joe Monday. Now we're doing Tuesday at Border Cafe, and on the west side, I'm outside, and somebody like, yo, this guy in the corner, he's like looking for somebody, like waiting for somebody to come out because they got a beef. And I'm like, that shit can't happen on my watch. So I walk to the corner. It's Joe Crack, leaning on the mailbox, fatigue down. So I was like, yo, my brother, something's good, because he used to come through. Yo, what's up? Yo, you good? Nah, yo, Ted, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect, but, you know, I ain't going to go inside. But nah, I said, bro, we can't do that here. So I know Joe Crack from then. Never worked with him. It was just always, what's up? It's DJ Surge, my guy. Never worked with him. Pandemic hits. You know, I'm already doing Touch the People. I'm on every day, 12 o'clock, for the people that's working. I'm giving them that little moment, that little 1 hour of, I'm basically the therapist, right? Joe's daughter tells him, you should do Instagram. Joe starts doing Instagram. The Big Show.
Wow.
Jopra.
Jopra.
So I seen him on his show, doing my thing during the day. He jumps on, I jump on. Yo, Crack, what's good? Yo, Ted, boom, he brings me in, we start talking. Yo, you should come on Friday. Yo, get on Friday. The way shit you be doing, just jump on for the people. No problem. Friday, it became Fridays. I jump on, bring me on, we start playing. Boom, I'm a little DJing. It become a thing. Joe shit start going crazy. Pepsi, cherry Pepsi Fridays. You know, just a couple of dollars. So now, we working, but I'm not, he's over there, I'm over here. So when everything started kind of calming down, he did the Tiny Desk. He did the Tiny Desk at a store uptown. I did that. And then it was like, I'm in New York. You know, shout out to Cinematic, his DJ for years. He was in Florida. So then he like, yo, I cool, do a show. That's what I do. So boom, we never rehearsed nothing ever. And we just be killing shit. So whenever he's in New York or whenever they need me, I get the call, boom. And I go and I DJ for Crack. And if I get a call from Dougie Fresh, I'm DJing for Dougie Fresh.
But again, this all makes so much sense, Ted.
Yeah, it was a long time coming.
It's a long time coming. I feel like life is full circle, and you've been truly just given to the game.
Man,
and
listen.
and staying in your light, right? You're still about your cars. You're still about your specific sound and music.
I'm a professional
You're
dad.
still,
I'm a professional dad.
You're a professional. Like, come
That's
on,
on the
you
top
do
of the list.
it.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Ty, we love you, Ty. We
baby.
watched her grow up.
My baby, Ty got a few songs out. We ain't gonna
Oh
talk
my
about that.
goodness.
Yeah, Ty's going crazy.
All right, we gotta
She
pull up
doing her
our
thing.
Ty.
She doing her
We gotta
thing.
pull up our Ty. We gotta pull up our Ty.
Yeah. I've seen my daughter grow up on social media, so you know the relationship.
All right, now wait. Busta goes and drops some
Dragon.
a whole
Yo,
compilation.
shout out to my man Busta, man. Busta, you know.
Slide is
Slide-
out. Talk
Slide
to me
is
how
crazy.
this came about. What's up? Tell me.
So Busta always reinventing himself. Busta's one of the realest dudes I know. He's a very, very good friend of mine. And we met because when I had the record with Lumi D out, he called me at 4 a.m. and I was like, who's this? He's like, yo, it's Busta. I was like, get the fuck out of here. I hung up on him because everybody was calling me at this time. So I hung up on him. Calls me back. He was like, yo, I know it's a little disrespectful to get your number for somebody else, but I got to get on this record. Like, that's it. And I'm like, for real? I was like, call my man. Boom, he called my man, boom. So Busta got on the remix. Right? And then we on the radio talking to Angie, and then Fab calls, and now they both so that's how I know Busta. So I've done a few other things on Busta's album, you know, record with Chance the Rapper, you know, whatever. And, you know, it's like our relationship is like I let him breathe, he let me breathe, and whenever we connect, it's crazy. So, you know, he did 90-something shows with 50 on tour. He's back on the shit. I knew he was working on an album, and it was like Pharrell, Swiss, and Timbaland. So I'm like, really, y'all ain't gonna give me no room to get in this goddamn album, right? But thank God that Busta wanted to tap in with the younger producers and the younger artists now, so they kind of opened up, right? So then he started adding this one, and okay, this producer. So now it became, you know what, we just gonna do a double album and just give other people. So when I kind of saw that, I'm looking on his Instagram, I'm stalking him just like he stalked me. And I'm like, oh, he gonna be here for 2 days. So I'm like, okay. So, sure enough, the day before the day he got here, I called him FaceTime. He picked the phone up. What's up, God? Whatever. I like, save all the small talk. I'm gonna bust your ass. They pause. So I'm gonna bust your ass when you get here, bro. Fuck that. I'm like, I'm on this album. He was like, all right, come through then. Come through then. I was like, listen, I'm coming with one beat. I'm not bringing, I know what I'm doing. This is the beat. This what you don't got. I was talking mad shit. I said, this what you don't got, because I had a plan. So I know I was there 9-6.
Let me say, confidence is everything too, right?
No, I was, well, you know, the respect. I can talk a little shit. I've done a few things, right?
Hello.
So I go, yo, Bus, listen, I like all the shit you're doing. I ain't trying to hear none of that. None of that rappy rap. None of that. I need the Dragon. I need that 9-6. I need that. Hit you with no that. I need that. I need that Pocket. If you don't want to do that right now, it's good seeing you. Love you to death. But this is what I need. Before I play the beat, I said, I'm telling you what I need. And I'm telling you what the people are missing. Because, you know, rappers don't ever want to go back. Oh, I don't want to go back. That's the old shit. No, Papa. No. Shout out to your man, Papa, too. Shout out to whoever that was. Right? So I called him Potato in Spanish.
You ain't right.
So I'm like, and I got footage of this, right? So play the beat. Plays that shit. And that motherfucking. Well, he played he played the original beat. We had to do some changes for sample clearances, but when he hears the beat, he's like, so if you don't know Busta, he makes these faces.
I'm
so
like,
he's like,
I feel like I'm
going,
there right now.
So he's going, it was originally the Jungle Brothers shit. So it's like, you know, I like to tap into records that haven't been used in 10 years because that means it's time to. So he's like, I'm behind him. I'm sitting behind him. Shout out to Dell. He has a female engineer. She's dope. She's there. He's not even looking at me. So I see him. So then I chopped up Mystical Danger. I chopped up that acapella to make it say, watch yourself. Watch yourself. I know. Did I stutter? No. Wow. I made it a sentence, that's my favorite part of the record. So Mystical comes on, watch yourself. And it's like violent. It's like, so he's like, puts it up a little bit. Did I stutter? No. Watch yourself. Now the beat, it was originally the drums from Hot Music. Bang, boom, bang, dum, 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 dum. He puts the fucking Busta face. He's looking at his man. He's looking at his man, and now he's cranking this shit. And I'm sitting there. I always sit in the same seat with my bag right here, my laptop, and I'm like, yeah, nigga, bust your ass. And he's going. Well, now he's calling niggas in the room. Yo, Jacina, the album was done. The album was already handed in. Done. The album was done. He stopped the beat. Don't get excited, nigga. I need you to skate. Remember, we skating on it. You ain't doing too much. That's why he says on the record, Ted Smooth, you told me you were skating on him? Boom. So he says right there, he starts recording. This is not a heart attack. What, line for line. He says a line, he looks back at me. He's like,
yo, you making his exact faces.
No, yeah. So,
why you look like him right now?
Another line. He's like, hey, yo, Teddy, you really brought it back. And I'm like, I'm trying to not get excited, but I'm like, this is it. Like, I'm produced. Like, this thing with Busta, he allows me to produce him. Right? He allows me, but I'm just not sending a beat, call me when you hear it. Like, nah, I'm in there with the artist. That's how I work. I don't send beat packs, people. I don't do that. I get in with the artist and we make magic. So in the first verse, when you hear the laugh, he's laughing. Ha ha. That's a real laugh. Like the line that he said before that, we all started laughing because I'm like, yo, you killing this shit. And he's like, huh, what we doing? I said, yo, keep that in there. Because the engineer was laughing, his man. I said, keep that. This is going to be organic, like a real hit record. He did this shit, boom. Verses is done. So I'm like, all right, so cool. We got to get niggas dancing. I said, so boom, we going to say, slide. Right? And he's like, I'm like, slide. Like, we want to dance. Somebody going to make a dance, sliding. Right? So we covering all bases. Boom. He says it, boom, I take it, I go to my chop shit, I chop it up, put it where it needs to be at. He put that motherfucker up again. Now we listening to the whole record. He's like, fuck that. I'm pushing the album back. This shit is on my fucking album. I was like, whoa. Now you talking some other shit. And sure enough, he pushed the album back.
Wow.
The rest of the story of the ups and the downs of trying to make this record work with the business, that's a whole. I got to do a whole video myself about that. Like that story is crazy.
Wow.
Because we almost didn't make it, but it made the album, and then, you know, I'm gonna let the people, the people, you know, you hear what the people are saying.
And then, okay, so this is my thing too. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Because again, full circle.
Full circle.
It's your time.
Full circle.
And for 50 years, you did a lot this year. Okay? But staying in your light on social media, playing with the TikTok, playing with the Instagram, playing with the Twitter.
Going crazy.
You just tapped in all the way.
Yeah, I mean, I've been.
And what is it for you to stay in your light, Ted? Because I feel like that was key for you. I feel
Well,
like you've stood true to who you are.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
way through.
I've survived. It's like surviving hip hop. Like I'm from, you know, I'm, you know, Dominican kid.
You Dominican?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're gonna be like, eh? You know, Dominican. You know, both parents like growing up in Wagner projects. Like it's 90%, you know, black. You know, it's like, you know, and you know, just the trials and tribulations of that, and you know, and the you know, you don't belong, you know, you can't do it. And I'm like, nah, I love this hip hop shit. Like, I'm really gonna do it. And it exists to this day. It's sad, but I've learned how to deal with it a little better. Because in my 20s, I used to really take offense and really. Now it's just like, you know, I gotta just teach the people, right? You feel it don't really matter. Like my Latinos, we've been here we ain't gonna get into that conversation, but
when you gonna remix Socorro?
Oh my God, I got the J1. No. See you.
Wait a minute.
You gotta put that. No, I burned that. No. I burned that. You be in Brooklyn too much. You don't come to Bistro on a Sunday for the brunch.
No.
Tato. Yo, listen. So you know, it's like it's just important to stay grounded. You know, to give back. I give back to my hood. I give back to
all the time.
Everybody, anybody. Like anybody got my number. Like I'm there for people, and I don't expect nothing back.
Making clothing.
All of it.
Like
you know,
no other.
Come on now. You got the care package. You know, we outside. We really outside. I can't make this shit fast enough. You know, so at the end of the day, it's all about, you know, you give to the universe gives it back. And all I ask for the universe is just to give it to my child, because I'm good. You feel me? So Ty gets all the blessings, and she's the blessed child. And, you know, you just got to do that. You got to keep your relationships and just be true. Stand on your 10 toes and be about your word. And that's it. Like that's just, I think it's easy, but apparently some people they want to be just shiesty and weird.
Well, you know how life is. If it's not for the weirdos, how are we gonna know the good people?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, how are we gonna differentiate between the genuine and if we didn't have the weirdos?
That's a fact.
We need that.
That balance the earth out.
We need those little knockoffs to then show how blessed we are.
Facts.
Right?
Big facts.
Right now, you got Sensational out.
Chris Brown.
You got a crazy.
Shout out to Vado. Vado went crazy on that.
Drift.
Drift.
Yo, Drift?
Drift is out of here. That shit. Yo,
Just
man,
the
remixhub.com. Stop playing. Yo, the remixhub.com is the
all.
greatest site in the world. I'm trying to tell you. No, DJs, if your party ain't really, you know what I mean, do what it do, you want an instant office, that Drift, I guarantee you it's going to go up. That Chris Brown going to go up. Cool It Now, like I went New Edition, old school. If you know me, you know at end of the year, fourth quarter, I go crazy.
All right, now the Mariah remix.
See, so nobody has ever, how long has that record been out? I don't know, 10 years maybe?
Yeah, more.
Nobody has even dared to remix that record. So I don't want to hear nothing from nobody.
She's banking every
that is
year.
her biggest record.
Yes.
And
now the whole Christmas
I'm gonna give some props. I'm gonna give some props because I was already thinking about it this year, because let's not forget that Feliz Navidad with the whoopty. So that's crazy.
You lost it with that one.
Every year that shit goes viral. Every year. And I'm tired of it. But nobody wants to stop playing it. So I was like, yo, you know what? Like, I got let me try to do something or whatever. So I was like, yo, you know that Mariah Carey? Now, mind you, I never really heard the whole record. But I'm like, let me look at that Mariah Carey joint.
You're getting disrespectful saying that.
I swear to God. Unless I'm in Macy's or some shit. So bust it. So I'm like, I pull it up. I do it in Serato first. I'm like, okay. I look at the tempo. I'm like, okay, give me room. Give me room to like move it around if I want to. I leave it alone. About a week later, shout out to my man Craig G up there in Connecticut, Harlem. He like, yo, I don't know. Text me. I'll show you the text. Yo, I don't know, man, but this only you could do this, Mariah Carey. I think you should. And I was like, yo, bro, I was just working on that. Like, I said, you know what? I'm gonna do this shit, and I'm gonna just tell everybody it's your fault. I said, I'm gonna tell everybody it's your fault. So, of course, I lay down for two days. I come back to it. Yo, when I tell you, I bodied. That's my word. You know, sometimes you just know. I bodied Mariah Carey's Christmas song. To the point that I did 2 versions.
All right, now you're getting carried away.
All right, well, we just gonna let the world say. Listen, and the reason I did 2 versions is because the first version I did is like, it's like, we love the record, but it's like commercials, like Z100. It's like, you know, but whenever I'm in any type of crowd, when I play that record, it goes off because people just remember MTV. So when I did that, but I was like, you know what? I know what I'm saying you ain't really do. You gotta do the, you know, for the block. So I did that version, and then I did another version for the block, for the hood, for the urban, for the, you know what I'm saying, for all the other stations. Now, guess what I'm calling it?
He's gonna laugh before you even tell us.
Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas. One version is Tim's, and the other one is Uggs.
Wait, the Uggs is the 105, the 103.5 version, right?
Tim's is Top Joy. Yo, there's an Ugg mix and there's a Timbo mix. Yo,
nah, we gotta get.
You know my program getting crazy. You know my program getting crazy. We already editing. We already. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping it this Friday. I don't know when it's gonna air, but whatever. I'm dropping it. Goddammit. So listen, on a Friday.
It came out on a Friday.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm putting $5 on this because I'm telling you, them joints right there. It's cheat code. I'm a cheat code when it comes to this shit because if you already danced to these records, you're gonna still dance to them if I use them in remix. So Mariah Carey, Ted Smooth, Uggs, and
I didn't
Timberlands.
mention another thing.
Talk. I'm here.
The roller skating thing, you've taken it to.
Come on, man.
Come on, this summer you was at
been
Rockefeller
outside,
Center.
Yeah, I've been out. Shout out to Flippers. You know they a little late, but they you know that's who was the CEO of Interscope? Jimmy Iovine.
Yes.
It's his wife.
For real.
Yeah, they got a few dollars. They could, you know. So Jimmy Iovine's wife does this thing called Flippers. I think they did it in LA, whatever. You know, gave a little budget.
But it was so you.
And she came and do.
Because you've been doing the roller skating.
Yeah, so we've been doing it since '06. You know, Testful Roller Jam, and you know, I was already part of that culture. Shout out to DJ Austin. Shout out to Tanya Dean. Those are my peoples. And I'm actually going to Tanya Dean party tonight. She's doing a give back. So we did that. We were doing a roller skating thing, and then roller skating became a thing, right? To the outside world.
Yeah.
And by that time I was already in it. So it's free for the community. And have you been?
Yes. Hell yeah. Went all the way uptown.
Okay, you was outside.
Yes. And I brought my father.
Right. So as you know, we get people from all over the country coming to this, and it's crazy. I got the dopest DJs.
Red Alert that day.
Red, yeah. It's crazy. The Testful Roller Jam, and I don't do one a year. I do once every month. You know, May, June, July, August, and if we get good weather, I just do another one. So it's a give back. It's free. Everything free, and it's just a dope thing, man. To be around that vibe. And shout out to the DJs because I can't. They won't even take no money. Even if I gave, like, they're like, nah, your money no good. Like, so it's really a dope event. Besides all other give back stuff we doing, you know, toy drives and turkey drives.
Forget about it. But you've been doing that. That's a piece of you.
I'm day one with it, for sure.
Wow. So what's to come, Ted? Because you've done a little bit of it all. I feel like, where we going?
Well, we going.
You going on tour?
Yeah.
You gonna go on tour with Busta? In 2024?
Nah. He got Scratchator as his DJ. Shout out to Scratchator.
Okay.
So Bus already got his DJ. But I am trying to sneak in there somehow. Maybe after parties.
Seriously.
We gotta do something.
Something.
But like I said, I'm on the radio Friday nights on 94.7 The Block, 10
Killing
p.m.
it.
party mode. That is all the way action. You know, the remixes, heavy with those. I got a few records that's coming out that I can't talk about because the ink is still drying. I think if y'all know any better, me and Busta definitely, we 3 records in because the slide just opened up a whole nother conversation with him and I. You know, my daughter's about to, complete her sophomore year
That's
at
but
Boston
that's
College.
a whole and singing.
So
and she's doing so much.
That's a thing. And I'm just happy. I'm around great people. I got a great loving companion. You know what I'm saying? That's holding me down. And we outside, man.
We outside.
You see my puppy?
You have a
You ever
puppy?
seen Penny, my little mini, my little hot dog?
No.
You didn't see our Halloween costume? We went viral.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't know
That's
that was your
Salchichon.
dog. That you guys killed it.
The plátano mango with the eggs.
Yo, he did
Hey,
the
yo,
tres
we
golpes.
viral on TikTok. Pull it up. We had like 600,000. It went crazy. she gonna post it.
Hold on.
Go ahead. You wanna go ahead? Keep
Now
the
we
camera
good.
on. I'll show you myself. Hold on.
Where's my TikTok?
Nah, hold on, nigga. Hold on. This is crazy. This is the best Halloween costume ever.
Now y'all killed it with that.
Hold on. Look at my baby. Right there. You see it? Look at the views. Say the number.
I love it.
596.5. Right there in the bottom.
Crazy. Oh, I'm not even looking at it. I'm looking at the other
We
hearts.
went viral.
The likes.
Shout out to Penny, my baby. We made her. She's a hot dog, so we made her salchichon.
She's so cute.
No, that's crazy. That's some real Dominican shit.
No,
Crazy.
I killed it though. I
So,
loved it. The tres
I mean,
golpes.
listen, we out. I'm outside. Life is great. You know, I've you got your ups, you got your downs. And I've just stood tall through all of it. And when the haters pop out, I make a list. Right? I keep the list, and then I just don't deal with them no more. And then that opens up the space for all the blessings.
That's
So
really
I'm
what
blessed.
it's about.
And look,
That's really what it's about.
you've
Not
been-
even dealing with you let go and you let God. That's the way I do it.
you've been doing this show for how long?
We're going on 3 years.
And
But
you
on and off.
And you pop out this year. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm, but it just takes.
The blessings.
Of course.
From a
Yo.
Wu-Tang sweater to in the van, man. I
Look
love
at
it.
this. I love that.
Now we outside. Appreciate you. I appreciate you so much.
you too.
It's fun.
Ted Smooth, lavish lift, of course, with the with the beauty. You seen though?
You see that? Yeah. I see
All
the
right. And there's a bathroom back there if you need.
Nah, it's crazy. Y tienen baño. Y tienen baño.
Bañito.
Listen, man. Sounds Ted Smooth, the Remix King, a.k.a. our DJ for real. Signing off. This is my sister, Jacina Love. She's from Brooklyn, but whenever she want to come through to Harlem, safe. Red carpet. You already know. Bang. I'm out of here, man. Go
Love,
ahead,
we outta
man.
here,
Go to
baby.
the website or something. Go spend some money.
Go get the remixes.
You remember?
You know you want me, so what you be playing for? The message said deliver, so what you demand for?